you're planning to go for the opening day for the brand new Adventure World and for World of Frozen, then make sure you follow along, as I'm going to be bringing you all the best tips and all the things that you should know before your trip. I got back from World of Frozen last week and it is such a beautiful park, but here are some of my things that I noticed that will make your trip a lot easier. So as we know, Disneyland Paris haven't had anything this big in such a long time, so we're expecting major crowds. I've heard that people are going to be queuing up from as early as 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning, so my first top tip will be to get to the parks as early as you can. This will mean there's going to be a lot of queuing, so just be prepared that everything is going to be queue based. And we already know that the World of Frozen will have a separate queue, so I'd recommend bypassing everything in Adventure World and heading straight towards the World of Frozen land if you're wanting to get into that on the opening day. The other thing I'd recommend doing as soon as you can is doing the Frozen Ever After ride. This ride is going to get super busy and only going to get busier throughout the day, so make sure you go on that as early as possible. And don't forget there's a photo pass at the end, and there's also going to be queues for the restaurants as well, so just make sure you're ready to queue majority of the day. Also, another tip to save some time is to look at the menus beforehand. You can find all the menus on my page. If you're needing them, then just let me know. But if you know where you're wanting to eat and whether you'll like the food that's in that certain restaurant, then you can plan it easier for your day so you're not wasting any time. Another tip from me would be to do the Rapunzel ride in the evening. It's such a beautiful ride, but I think it just enhances it on the evening. Another tip as well for the celebration of Arendelle is to get right into the corner of the lake. This isn't done on the main lake, this is done on the lake in the corner near the castle, so make sure you get there nice and early and try and get a barrier view. Another tip is that the Cascade of Lights, which is the drone and projection show on the evening, is a 360-degree show, so it really doesn't matter where you're standing for the show, you're going to get a perfect view. We stood over by the left-hand side, up by the barriers. Of course, keep in mind, if the wind is really bad, then the drones may not be used. And hopefully that'll help you plan your trip and your day a little bit easier. It really is going to be so busy, so if you don't get in, then please don't get disappointed. This is one of the biggest events that Disneyland Paris have had in such a long time, so they're expecting the big crowds, and they are expecting for some people to not be able to get in. So make sure if you're going with kids, you're not getting them excited and you're not giving them false hope that they will go and see Elsa and Anna. But if you wanted to give it your best go, then make sure you queue up nice and early, get ready for all the queues, and prepare and organise what you're wanting to go on first. If you found this helpful, then don't forget to hit the follow button so we can do more of these tips and tricks videos, and hopefully you have the best time in the Adventure World and the brand new World of Frozen.